Well, we're back in the shop today. Probably recognize that. That's the old damper. Yeah, it's not quite adequate. And I took a printout of the, not quite dry yet, of the template I made in the previous video, where I actually drew this out, and each one of these wedges is a 40-degree swing along this radius. And I've done that 4 times, and then I want to drill these holes. I've already marked them. I glued this on there with Elmer's glue, just school glue. I need to invest in some spray adhesive because it sticks a lot quicker and it takes forever to dry. But anyway, I'm going to drill these pilot holes, and then I'm going to go back and drill them 3/8. Then after that, I can come back with a angle grinder and a real thin bit, and basically just cut along these black lines and make what will look like a pinwheel, except it'll be flat. And then that will sit on the side of the stove, and I will put over here in this steel section here a little post of some sort. I'll probably turn one on the lathe. And I've got some, let me go get you the steel I'm going to use to actually make this linkage, so this will actually rotate. Let's see, we cut out there, so it actually rotate this way. And then once it rotates this way, there'll be holes that match these on the actual furnace wall. So we'll have all of these, where you see black here, will actually be a vent going into the stove. And it'll come in the front, and then it'll up through the grate, and that'll be our undergrate air. If I need any more air than this, I'm probably going to go to a fan forced. I really don't think I'll need that though, so let's get to making this guy. This is a little easier to get a clamp on. And I'm just going to drill this with a pilot hole. I'll come back with a cobalt bit and to do the actual. This is a cheap bit, really. But, okay. And, okay. But there's the first. On where the 3/8 needs to go, but if the hole's off a little bit, even if I cut the angles off a little wide, as you saw in the previous video, I can actually get a 47-inch swing, a 47-degree swing, excuse me, out of the little servo and horn setup that I have. So if I go over, there's a little extra wiggle room, I guess you could say. Well, this time I will line up my center hole. Pardon me. I'm in the process of getting my shop laid out like it should be and organizing, and I forgot that metal tray up there on top. So, anyway. Okay, this is a much bigger hole, so I'm definitely going to put some lube on this one, cutting oil. That previous bit was probably 3/16, so excuse my reach. This is going to further deteriorate the paper, I'm sure. I really should print this on manila envelope stock, like cardstock. I think I have some somewhere. It'll stand up to my abuse a little better, but here we go. Had chiplets in that one. Well, paper. Okay, so now the fun part will be I'll take an angle grinder and just extend the tangent, the tangent of this circle where this line lines up. You know, there's where this line is tangential to this circle. I'll extend that out on both of on all of these. I'm just using that because this will maintain my hub strength by having a circle there, and versus me trying to come in here really carefully with the. Well, if I came all the way to here, I would destroy the piece altogether. So I'd have to come in here in a couple of ways and then try to cut a square, or it's just not going to be easy. So I figured cutting a hole is going to be the easiest on all four of these. I could do that if I had a plasma arc. I don't have one, and I returned the one that I borrowed to cut the furnace up with. So anyway, I may cut out one of these just to show. But my wife's calling me, so that I may put this off. So I'll tell you what, I'll just clamp it up right here, and I can go ahead and cut using the, as long as I don't cut my drill press work table. That'd be bad. Okay. Okay, let's crank the table down. Anyway, it's going to be quite loud, so I will probably mute this part of the film. If you don't hear me talking, you wouldn't anyway. Yeah. And once again, I'll be using the Dangerous one, the Dangerous grinder, because I don't have the guard for this one. But we'll put in a new cutting wheel. We'll be off the races. Plug in some power here. Okay. Well, I hope this works. Unlike an engineer who designs this stuff in a controlled environment, I'm an engineer and a mechanic, so I'll design it and then I'll go see if it actually works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But here goes. And that, my friends, is a bad thing. What happened is that my little cutting wheel caught on the edge of that and jerked the grinder out of my hand. I will probably edit that out because that was a dumb thing to do. Hot steel. I didn't quite hit the hole. As you can see in there, I actually cut a little wide. There we go, a little wide of the hole, so I had to go back in there and kind of ease that, little massage that a little bit. But there's what will be eventually be a pinwheel, where all the white areas are metal and the black areas are nothing, and it'll spin on a shaft. Let's see, that's not going to work. And so, like I say, I'll have a little post over here, and I can just pull it, like if it's straight up like that, and the actual cavity is behind the white, where the hole going into the furnace is. Then I can pull on this little and spin it over up to 40 degrees, and then I'll have, for this wedge, I'll have about inch and, well, about 1.75 square inches of air, and then I'll have that times 4. So I think I'll have plenty of airflow with this design. I'll come back later. Probably when I come back, I'll have all 4 of these cut out, and we may be fitting it on the actual stove, and we'll see you then.